Hi everyone, this is webOS Roundup. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Shopping List by Adaptive Code. This app costs $1.99 on the catalog. This is a shopping application, as you might have guessed. I've reviewed several of these at this point. Some have been great, some have been a little mediocre, but this one I think is really a cut above. It's very similar to Easy Shop, which is my current favorite. But it adds a few new features that really take it to another level, and you'll see what I mean here real quickly. First off, when you first get into the app, you start out with the default store. Now Target wouldn't be there when you first started, but the default store has 641 items, which basically is every item you would want in a grocery store. Now this can be used in other kinds of shopping things, but it's definitely geared for grocery shopping. So if you ever are adding a list, you can get started right away, but you can also add a store, and you can see here you add first an item, an aisle, and then you add items. Now one thing that's nice here is it's going to use an autocomplete to help you get moving quicker, and I'll show you what that means here in a second. So let's go shopping real quick, and let's say I've got a let's go shopping. We got a simple list here that I made before. I added a couple items there. If let's see, add a new item, you can see you got three ways of doing it. You could do manual, where you start typing in your item. Say I want bananas, and you can see that you're going to get a nice autocomplete there. You can add how many you need, so I'll say I want 2. What aisle it's on. It's already pre-populated fruits because this is coming from the default store. Very handy. Now here's one thing I did run into that was I kept having a problem. So say I'm done now, I would typically push this done button because it's on the bottom right in UI design. Typically bottom right is your main command, but that would actually not save this item at all. It would just exit out as though you're done with all your items. So you're really supposed to push add, and you can see it flash green there, meaning that did it right. So, and then if I want another item, say I want some rye bread, and then you push add again, and then see that added that item as well. So when now I'm done, now I push done. So if I had pushed that done button before, it wouldn't have saved either of those. So that's a little unintuitive in my opinion, and it's the only knock I have on the whole app. But I would think maybe the done would save and quit. Maybe want to rename that to save and quit, for instance. So now that I have my items here, the autocomplete's very handy, another feature that's really great. I can email it to someone. Let's say if I wanted my wife to go shopping for whatever reason, I could email it to her or text message, so that's really cool. But let's say I went on shopping on my own. Once I find the item, I just tap it. I can edit it if I wanted to, change the number of quantity, or you make sure you just check. And then say I accidentally tap something I didn't have, or I accidentally checked something incorrectly, I can bring it back to my list of my needs. So that's really handy, just in case I made a mistake. So a lot of very nice features there, very quick, very efficient. The other thing that's very handy is what's called template lists. And let's say, again, my shopping list, I want to add new items, and I want to go to a template. Now this is one I made before, so I just click that, and I go back, I'm done. And now it's going to automatically add the items that I had on there. So a good example of this would be, say I had prescriptions that I had to get every month. So if I was making a shopping list, and sometimes I need to include that, then I would just add that, and it would add all my medicines automatically. So when I pick them up, I can just check them off, and then I'll be good. Now you see I am fat fingering it pretty regularly there, so that's just my fault. But I think the template lists really make it handy as well. Overall, I think this is an amazing app for what it does. If you are needing something to organize your grocery list, I definitely would recommend picking this up. This will be a top pick, and it's a great job by Adaptive Code. This has been webOS Roundup. Please visit us at webosroundup.com. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.